maybe more elder people that I talk to, but I also see younger Caucasians, younger white Americans that are drawn to other religions, Buddhism like I originally was, and things like this, Eastern spirituality. And I think, you know, this is partly falls a burden on us as Muslims. Are we really following the Sunnah? Are we really living spiritual lives? Are we really showing that this is the best path to truth and righteousness? And I think if we were, people, I mean, there are people here. The people are starving for that. Their hearts are truly starving for that. And if they see, you know, this is a valid path to the truth, and maybe this is the best path to the truth, you decide for yourself. You see how we interact with each other. You may hear these things about how we treat our women. Come see how we treat our women, and how we love our women. You know, and you see how we, that brotherhood that we talked about earlier, how we treat each other, and how we treat the non-Muslims, and how we truly want to help those who are in need. Things like that. And I think that really is a burden on the Americans, because on the American Muslims and the Muslims around the world. Are we truly living up to this covenant of Islam? And, you know, a lot of Muslims aren't. And in fact, I know I've had friends of mine who've converted and things like this, who have left Islam, because they, like they read about Islam and they said, this is the truth. I believe this. But then they met Muslims, and they said, no, this can't be the truth anymore. These people are no better than I am, or I was. They're not living a better lifestyle than I was. They're not closer to God than I was when I didn't even know if I believed in God. And it's very sad. And
but it's like I always tell my viewers at the closing of this program, is don't judge Islam by the people, but judge the people by Islam.
And I don't think that's really a good argument, really, because if you believe something, you're not going to say, well, I believe it's the truth, but these people aren't really living by the truth, so I'm not even going to try. Well, hold on. Live the truth then, and help them maybe. You know, maybe you could help them. So that's how I look at it.
And now you're the director of this place called the Islamic House on this campus here on the University of Washington. Tell us a bit about the establishment of this place and the importance it plays in the lives of the Muslim students here.
We're very blessed here at the University of Washington to have a house like the Islamic House. I know some universities, they have to pray Jummah in awkward places.
But I'm sorry, before you continue, just give some scope of what's surrounding here, the places surrounding here.
Well, we're deep in the heart of Frat Row. So if you're in America, near any American university, Frat Row is where they have the fraternity houses and the sorority houses, which are well known for their extreme partying, extreme drinking, and things like that. So we're right in the middle of that. I mean, we're surrounded by that. And
so I think you commented before, like this is an oasis in the middle of all of that.
That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to create an oasis of remembrance in the sea of forgetfulness. That's what we try to say. So.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. So just tell us a bit more about this place and its function and some of the activities which you conduct here.
This, a little bit of history. The Islamic House was purchased, in I believe the 70s, by a group of elders, and they wanted it to be the use of the Islamic House. And originally, actually, brothers lived here and things like that. At this point in time, no one lives here. And its primary function is just for activities for the Muslims. And we have Jummah here, Friday prayer. Every week we have halaqas. We have Arabic classes and things like this. We have dawah events. We have just barbecues out on the front lawn. You know, on Sundays there's a Sunday school where the younger children learn about Islam and things like that. In the past we've had even martial arts classes and things like that. I mean, it's just in general a place where the Muslims can come here. They can even do their homework. You can just have that Islamic identity and have that support system of Muslims, because, you know, we're a very small minority here on campus.
And when students come up to you and say, Ahmed, you're Muslim, and how come Muslims support terrorism? What do you tell them?
Yeah, I mean, I say get your facts straight, because that's not the reality. Of course, there's extreme elements within Islam and within anything else. And I think even saying this now, I feel like this has been said 100,000 times. And I think if anyone who digs deeper will understand that this isn't representative. People have to use their mind. They have to not just accept what isn't fed to them. So when people make the connection between Islam and terrorism, you know, I tell people, you know, get your facts straight. I mean, educate yourself really, because I mean, I wasn't a Muslim on 9/11, but I studied history, and I like to educate myself about international issues and what's going on globally, and study religions. And for no moment in time did I feel, look at what the Muslims have done, as the Muslims. You know what I mean? As Islam. I mean, this is obviously a small group of people, and you know, it's very sad that 6 people can walk out right now and blow something up, and 6 million people at the exact same time can be circling the Kaaba. I mean, subhanAllah, that's one of the most beautiful images ever. I've known people that simply saw a picture of the Kaaba at Hajj and became Muslim. You know, you see this, and you know, but you know, unfortunately, that's not what people see.
Right.
And you know, the reality is, terrorism is done in the name of many things, and it is not exclusively by non-state organizations. There's state terrorism, and as Muslims, we should stand against oppression on every level, and no matter who it's for or against, even if it be against ourselves. And so that's what I try to tell them.
Well, Ahmed, again, thank you very much for spending some time with us and allowing us to use this facility, the Islamic House, here on the campus of the University of Washington.